these towers. They are dire side without an amazing Roche taking lineup. I guess they've got like Venge minus armor, and Gyro should have lifesteal plus fair amount of damage. But this isn't really a Roche taking. It's not built around with the leaders there with 15 last hits. Juggernaut struggling a tiny amount. Not able to get in there. No Quelling Blade. He's got no stick either. Interesting decision as Ohio gets jumped on with their Hex after stun. Arjit will spin down onto the Batrider and try and chase him out. The damage output is good enough. They kill him. Zaki is chased by DJ. The trade-off is there at the very least, but Arjit, he wants a little bit more. With the swipe through the crit level 2.
It confused me so much when they went for that pocket strategy in the last game. Because I feel like this is a team that knows what they're about. You gotta go for this move at top. Picking up both the Batrider and the Vengeful Spirit. Trying to get a hold of this Lone Druid, but he's got 1,000 HP, and as long as they've got TPs available, he's going to spot them coming in with the Gyro ulti. This might not even matter if they can TP.
TP2 though. Lone Druid's already dead. Zaki's on half HP, but the Thundergod's Wrath already killing him off pretty much here. The spin through from the Juggernaut to look for 3-4-3, and the Vengeful Spirit will drop. But Arjit has to be worrisome here because for Net, he's left alone. The Omni Slash is not enough damage to kill him off. Whoa, in comes the OD, and Nana will secure that one. But Ohio back behind the tier 1. Ashel imprisonment with the movement speed from the Wisp. They've caught him. I've lost 3 heroes of WG, but they'll find the 3-for-3 trade-off. No, the OD comes through with a great double kill.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Now, TP will come out from the line, and the Juggernaut's making his way down here, but without Omni Slash, this might be a difficult prospect for him. Earth Spike is on the 3-4-3 and a spin from Arjit, and as the relocate, the Wisp is level 6. They jump themselves into the back end. Ohio tries to lasso up onto Nana, and mid one he's back. The Zeus, he wants to damage down this little Wisp, but mid one, he's just right-clicked. Nana, the damage output from this OD is insane, but they don't leave him there. They drag him back towards mid as Arjit clears up the Vengeful Spirit in the back. But Blitz, why did the Wisp take the overall that this tower is secured and not given away to Fnatic? This bear just wailing away at 3-4-3. No real way to kill it off. Simply, so they'll go with a swap onto the hero instead. Savage Roar plants in the back, the Fairy Fire is there, and now finally mid one kills him off. But the Omni Slash goes back onto the creeps. Mid one tries to TP out, but it's the OD in the back end of things, taking down Net. DJ, he's looking for the slow, looking for the void as well with a stance forward. Nana, really Nana, the OD is being dropped, and there's a 3-4-3 stun. The magic missile, the Juke, the fog, he's hiding away in the trees, and the Ash is up the Night Stalker. 3-4-3 just needs to get in on this target, but it's so difficult to find that bloody Outworld Devourer, and he's got no mana left. He's used his stun already onto Arjit's Juggernaut, who spins himself back to safety a little bit here. DJ still hunting and still chasing, but the OD comes back in to die. DJ, he's going to find one, and maybe look for the second one. The drums in the face, which popped by Arjit. He sprints himself away from this, but DJ, he's earned him up. He knows he has no mana. The double TP comes through, and the Juggernaut will be safe at the very least from this one.
Why did you do that?
Well, Devourer.
Nana, you were gone.
He is very rich. 1,800 gold. Swings things back, at least.
Oh boy, they really could have won that. They really should have won that fight. A lot harder than they did.
Omni Slash was down onto Zeus, but there were like 2 base creeps plus the full creep camp there with the Centaurs. Yeah. Didn't do a massive amount.
Then he just TP'd and nobody was there to help them out, and once again they lose Zaki.
That's the second kill on the line I've missed. Silly little lion.
Playing alone right now.
Getting jumped on by this Batrider, and that's given Ohio his blink as well.
If there were tactical pauses, I would use one right now in Dota. I would just tell my team, relax. WG.Unity, they still make good moves. They're getting a lot of farm on their Lone Druid. Still 2,200 gold up on him already. You have really good cores on the side of WG.Unity. Just game. They lose the bear.
No resummon for 20 seconds, but the Lone Druid's still sitting on close to 2,500 gold. As the daytime approaches, Aghanim Scepter's halfway done for DJ, and this is something that he's been very good at. He's actually deciding whether he needs to go back for the Midas and pump himself up if he's having a bit of a slow game. But currently sitting at 3-0-1, DJ.
I think he just needs stats. Point boost is really good against that. Well, just because it doesn't give you int, it just gives you a flat number.
Well, Nana is invisible here. Oh god, the sentry will swap back into it as well. They've found him and jumped on him. Nana's caught the OD. Oh, he thought he was safe. They've not got him just yet, but with the Zeus spamming out the Arc Lightning and that bolt. Good sense there from Fnatic as they're going to go on to win now with a lasso not thrown by Ohio. Savage Raw, but the damage output's good from mid one. And they're going to hunt down for Zaki. Great cancels out a TP and it's a double kill for your Zeus. Fnatic is starting to run over WG.Unity here, and they're finding these gold. If this fight goes well, he'll have the relic, but if this fight goes poorly and the Spirit Bear is actually lassoed up onto the high ground here with the Firefly down, the call down is launched down onto nobody just yet, but Zaki is still taken out with the stance there. The mech back onto him, healed up through without food, but the Eclipse onto net drops him low, and the spin from Arjit will take him down. 3-4-3 is ripped apart, and Fnatic, they've lost their Gyro and their Vengeful Spirit, with Ohio trying to dance himself away from this fight. He kept the Spirit Bear up on the high ground, but that lasso not expended to the best.
Damage on that Outworld Devourer as well. It's the hero that
they're hunting in the back.
Okay, they need to stay as a group. They do manage to the Aegis though. Probably the most important thing. That's the big prize here. They could get the Zeus as well, that'd be huge, but it's like he's a little bit too far away.
He pops his regen rune and it looks like he wants to try and zap him out a little bit more, but he'll lose it. A static field causes the neutral creeps to come and cancel out his regeneration.
Kind of a weird situation to take it. At WG.Unity, they've kind of made things okay again for themselves. Please, Lone Druid, you can't die.
He's still got money for relic. He only lost a couple of hundred. Bar comes up, and before Juggernaut gets himself into any bigger items, he's gone back for the Blink Dagger himself. Lone Druid is the target they want to go and pick off. This smoke from WG is so perfect. If Lone Druid can survive through the burst damage from mid one and Ohio, and it looks like he can, the Veil is there, but the damage output's not good enough. They blink themselves a little bit further back, and mid one's being chased here. 7 seconds until that blink is up, but the Earthspike misses, and he turns around to kill off the Lion. Mid one, Rod of Atos, but the Blink Dagger is going to get himself back over the trees. But no, he's going to turn around and fight. Nana, zap down. The Aegis Immortal still there, but mid one blinks back further into the trees, and they've trapped out this OD. He's in the middle of 4 Fnatic heroes, and WG.Unity, they've lost so many. This is going to be almost a 5-man wipe, as Lone Druid is the only guy to survive back in his fountain, gets his Radiance. Well, Fnatic don't lose a single hero.
Team fight.
Demolish on the Spirit Bearer, pushes them up onto the high ground, and tier 3 is being pressured. Fnatic, they have to TP back to try and defend the smoke. Used and popped as Bat Rider. He's up on the front lines, but his Yule Scepter gets himself into the air. The stun, not there from the Lion. Well, the rest of Fnatic, they've actually forced the BKB out of Nana here, and Ohio's going to Blink Dagger with a lasso available. Lion is just gone, immediately eviscerated, and the chase is on. WG, they've got to try and retreat out of this one. The relocate will send one of them back, and Juggernaut TP's away with Wen also retreating. They'll give up their 2 supports, Lion and Wisp. Fnatic, they come back and defend, but that was pretty disastrous there from Unity, as Ohio, he made such a sweet little move across to pop the smoke and get popped in one ult. Oh, hello. Without his ultimate, this Lone Druid not going to last long. And he's dead for 65 seconds.
That was a surprising move.
All of a
They want
sudden,
to keep going too.
they appear out of nowhere up on the front door. And okay.
Zaki, I feel so bad for you.
Like, he's got Tranquils and Wand. He doesn't have a bracer or a cloak or anything.
But he's so important as... I mean, maybe Zaki wishes he was a different hero at this point. He just re-roll.
He's still got money, Blitz. 800 gold, he's not spent it.
Let's be real here. There's nothing he's going to buy that's really radically going to change his luck.
4 bracers?
Just buy...
Just buy 10 gauntlets.
Yeah, you might be getting close to Bracer Gaming.
Oh, Blink Lasso catches one. It's going to be the Lone Druid that's zapped down, but a good relocate save back from Arfu will keep him back and safe in the fountain. The Spirit Bear, though, not going to have that luxury, as he is definitely not safe under the brunt of damage here from Fnatic, and the high ground defense is difficult with your Scepter on the swap. The Wisp tethers across again, but he's slowed down on the retreat now with a Savage Roll. Finger Death on the 3-4-3. The BKB from the OD trying to do the damage back, but Net has BKB'd himself forward with the only slash forward from Arjit. It's going to be a lot of DPS, but it's no kills apart from the Vengeful Spirit. And in the meantime, Ohio, he pretty much 1v1 the Lion in the back.
Pulling up. I think it's Bracer Gaming time.
Still got 1,000 gold now, Blitz. I think he's saving for a Blink Dagger. Oh, the lasso deep in behind tier 4s, and Nana is obliterated as he's dragged back. The buyback from him. Got to try and get him into this team fight. There was no saving him, as Ohio went super deep there. They've even expended relocate to try and actually grab him and take him back, but Nets are just up on the high ground on the front lines with his Aegis the Immortal, pummeling into that barracks.
Middle barracks have fallen.
Fnatic, it's going to be difficult actually having these guys stopped as when maybe a bit of missed micro there up in the front lines. He's got no buyback and no bear. There's no Raiden's burn and there's no courier either. He's sent into the meat grinder. I think it's over. As this game starting to come to a close, the blink forward, there's the OG aggressively, the Omnislash back again, but 3-4-3, he's not burning through, the stick charges in the final hit. Arjit will secure it with the splash out from the spin, but you'll step up on the Zaki and the Nana still in the back end of this team fight. They've killed off Gyro, but mid one, he's got different ideas. Lightning bolts through. He's got no mana remaining. DJ, full HP and full mana. Guess who he's hunting for? Guess who he's gunning for? It's Zaki, but the healing ward will keep him up and running while over on the side. Nana, he's hungry, thirsty for blood. DJ, Night Stalker with the Bat and the Zeus will retreat themselves away. I think that's scouted out by the Dire one over to the east as well as they're actually jumping in. Zaki, Nana, Vision, and it's here. Radiant Observer ward will get dropped down as Ohio. Oh, look at that. Relocate back. Guess who's going to die, though? Poor Zaki. Poor Zaki. Wait, how much gold is... Wait, what? He has no money.
Gotta crack a few eggs to make an omelet, man.
What happened to all the Lions' money? He had 1,000 gold, and now he's got 300 with no new item.
Hey, baby. Bat Rider, Zeus. Your hero just is not that effective. Lion, this is part of the issue, is that Lion is not meant to be this underfarmed. But he doesn't have a secondary support because Wisp also needs farm. Which is why I don't really like the combination of heroes.
A Spirit Bear with the silence on him. Crippling Fear. Link Lasso. Onto the Lone Druid, but the Rod of Atos is well timed. Wen is still being zapped down, and with the BKB from Nana, Wen tries to retreat back, but the Wisp is not enough healing or sustain to keep him alive. Net is available on the front lines with the BKB still up as well. Takes down the tier 3 and now looks for the racks. But once again, it's a Lone Druid dead for a full minute. While WG there left scrambling to try and pick up the pieces here.
This Jug has to do a lot of work in this next fight to make up.
He's got Blink Abyssal Blade. I guess he'll try and maybe look for the Zeus in the back. Jet, he just does not want to get hit by Sticky Napalm. Rod of Atos onto net, he blinks forward looking for actually Ohio. The Omnislash is there, but he doesn't throw the Abyssal Blade just yet. He's waiting and holding onto a DJ. And he's going to get spun down a little bit, but 3-4-3 swaps him back, and Nana with our Jit, they're just dealing with a Vengeful Spirit. It's only a support. Zaki's dead, the cooldown lands on their head, and our blue chase back. The Wisp is gone with a triple kill for net. This looks over. WG.Unity, 4 heroes on the sidelines, and Fnatic take down their second lane of barracks and maybe even look for the tier 4s and throne, and there we have it. GG is called. Fnatic take game number 2. Much more steady, a little more clean sailing for them. Night Stalker, Bat Rider draft and pick that they've been using definitely worked out for them this game.
Especially on Dire side. They were able to abuse. It looked like for a second WG.Unity, especially if the Roshite